Regis University and the Pan Am Olympic Qualifier wrestle-off. Right after you obviously had some things to say, but, giving it a little bit more time and maybe seeing the match a little bit more, like, what are your thoughts about the whole process and going through that?
The process is tough. I understand the process. Give it a fair shot to some people. I wasn't able to get the job done in blanking Belgrade. There we go. In Belgrade. So yeah, we have some other medalists that could probably do a great job and could also probably go in and qualify the weight. So give them a shot. But 62 is my weight, and I want to qualify it. I want to put myself in the Olympic trials finals, just like last quad. I want to, I had to go through this process. I know how it feels. It is the most nerve-wracking tournament, and as much as I think, Jen or Macy could go in and compete well against these girls at any other point, there's a different level of nerves with it. So I'm glad that I was able to win my spot there. So I understand the process, but it just stinks to have another thing to prep for. It's already a big year, jam-packed year. Olympic trials being in April versus Final X being in June. Everything is kind of scrunched down, so I've got a lot of tournaments back to back to back, but I feel like I compete well when I'm competing a lot, right? I can make adjustments on the fly, and I'm just wrestling, and that's what we love to do, right, is to wrestle. And that's kind of what it is. I think takeaways from the actual event, I think I need to learn how the last 40 seconds of that match, 45, whatever, when I went guns blazing, I need to be clutch in that moment. I'm down for the first fireman's carry. I need to learn how to do that from match 1, minute 1, second 1, right? And so that's the biggest takeaway there is I know I have that in me, but I need to find that switch. It's somewhere in my brain. I don't know where though. So trying to find it, we had match day today, and I was able to find it for my first match, get those fakes going, get them moving, and really open up my offense based on their movement.
So has that really been the biggest difference between, since that wrestle off and now is really finding that, spark to get you going right away?
Yeah, I think that's a main one. I just need to be able to pull that trigger. Another one is just I know my competition. I've competed against these Pan Am girls my whole career, right? Growing up, I've been to cadet Pan Ams all the way up until senior Pan Ams, and then wrestling, Nunez at the World Championships, or Godinez in the World Semifinals, or even just last ranking event in Croatia. And it's like, those are the girls I'm going to have to beat to earn the country spot at 62. And so just knowing who I might have to wrestle and really kind of focusing on those areas of my technique and wrestling. Nunez is super strong, powerful, snatchy girl. So maybe wrestling with Amal and Alex Glaude, those types of people, and same with Godinez. She's very powerful, right? So getting those feels. So maybe I'm not focusing on it a ton, right? I'm not spending every day thinking about it because I got to focus on me and what I'm good at, because what I'm good at has won me those matches in the past. But also just being aware and making sure I can feel it before I step out on the mat in Acapulco.
Obviously, big stage and a big opportunity for you in Acapulco, especially that, the Olympic year and all that. So adds a level of excitement, right? Mm-hmm. So go through kind of that process because it is bigger than usually any other year.
Yeah, so Pan Am Championships is the week before. I'm going to be doing both. So right now, with the way the seeds are and the ranking points, I'm at 1. We have Godinez and Nunez at 2 and 3. I'm not sure who's 4. So just trying to give myself the best chance for a good draw, right? Any draw for anyone else is bad draw if they have me, right? That's the mindset. And I know I'll beat anyone who toes the line against me. But trying to control the things that I can control, and also just give myself a chance to feel these girls again, right? Whether I wrestled Nunez or Godinez in the finals, right? Getting to feel them again is going to be good because I know my coaching staff, whether it's the national team staff or Lee Pritz, who's my Sunkiss coach, or Clarissa Chun, who I've been working really closely with, I know my people are really smart and we're going to be able to take a lot from it. So wrestling at the Pan Am Championships, just feel it out. Feel good, enjoy it, enjoy wrestling. And, Pan Ams haven't been going my way lately. I haven't been winning them. And I would like to win a Pan Am championship. Like, it's been a couple years. So that would be nice. And then the weekend after, that's the big one. That's the one that's super important. That's the one that means everything, right? That's where all my marbles are going, and qualify that weight. So yeah, that's a huge deal, and not many people have to feel that type of feeling. I know last quad, Sarah and I were roommates for the Pan Am Olympic Qualifier, and we actually didn't do the Pan Am Championships. And just the nerves that we were feeling in the hotel room when we got there. I mean, we had COVID was happening right then, right? Like, that's when everything shut down. NCAA stopped, NAIA Women's was canceled, or maybe it was WCWA at that point, whatever. So the world was shutting down, and they're like, we might not have this tournament, and we're like, okay, we're gonna be prepped and ready. And so just remembering how that felt, just my whole body, just like the nerves, because it's a huge deal. It's not end all be all, because worst case scenario, slip on a banana peel, go to Olympic trials, win trials, and then go the next week to the last chance. So there's always the other opportunity, but I want to do it this way. I want to get it done as soon as possible. I want to, make my trials situation even easier.